Hello, all. Hope you all are doing well. Today, I would like to introduce one more student from BioEarth Solutions. She is Anne Maria from Christi Jayanti College, Bangalore. So, here she explains her project. She is the one who is very much fond of fishes in the aquarium, and also at the same time, she was worried about the dying fishes in her aquarium. So, this prompted her to find out the fungus which are responsible for this dying fishes and also the natural way of curing them. So here she is, where she explained what she did and how she could come out of it, how she could find a reason to get rid of using synthetic drugs.
Hey guys, my name is Anne and I'm here to brief you on a project I did in a lab in Pina called the BioEarth Solutions. It's a molecular biology and a microbiology lab. So if at all you guys have to do some project or want to do an internship, please do visit them. So getting into my project, I did a project on the identification and characterization of fungus which infects domestic fishes and the prevention of it using plant extracts. So you guys are gonna ask me now, why fish fungus and why plant extracts? Many of y'all have an aquarium at home or maybe a bowl at home as well. So you grow ornamental or show fishes. So most of the time you might have experienced this very personally, that you would have loved a fish because of its color and you would have bought it home, and then you would have kept it and you would have given it utmost care, and the fourth day the fish dies. So this can be due to n number of reasons. Okay, maybe you would have overfed it, or the water wasn't suitable, or maybe it would have had a bacterial or fungal infection. So my project aims on the funguses that affects fishes, and it's cured. Okay, so how do you identify a fish in your aquarium if it is infected? So usually this fish usually is very inactive when compared to other fishes. So you can even observe there will be a discoloration of this fish, or maybe there will be no scales, or even lesions or white fibrous fungus on its surface. So what can be done? If you leave it without treating it, it can lead the fish to die. So you go to an aquarium shop and ask them for a cure for this, and they give you a kanamycin sulfate or a neomycin or a melafix bottle, which can be a blue colored or a green colored solution, and you use this, and within like 3 to 4 days your fish, if you're lucky enough, your fish is cured of the disease. And sometimes if the infection is way too strong, even the fish might die. So this is okay. Using these chemical formulations is okay when it comes to a fish you're growing in aquarium, because you're not going to consume it. But when it comes to a fish that is infected with fungal or bacterial diseases in a hatchery, or a fish which has been sold, and when humans consume the fish which was cured with a chemical formulation, don't you think it could affect human beings in a long run? Yes, it will surely affect. So why don't we try using a herbal formulation? So I, in my experience, in my experience experiment, used around 6 different plants which is known for its antimicrobial and antiviral properties, and it has been treating many diseases in humans, like hepatitis B and um, infertility, and even arthritis. So the plants I used are Cardiospermum halicababum and Kirganalia reticulata, Urena labota, Vitex negunda, Scorparia dualis, and Pongamia pinete. Now, getting into the fungal strains that I used, usually the fungus which affects fish is known as Saprolegania parasitica. It affects the epithelial layer and even the egg of fishes. So the next strain is Aspergillus fungatus, which causes fish mucosis. So the crude extracts from the above mentioned plants were taken, and was checked for an inhibition. Were plated in a petri dish and checked for an inhibition zone using agar well diffusion method. So the concentrations of the crude extract was 125 mg per ml, 250 mg per ml, and 500 mg per ml. So this was my experiment, and the results are already been discussed, I guess. So thank you.
So, as explained by Anne, we worked on identification, characterization of fungus which infects domestic fishes and its prevention using plant extracts. So, our research findings is published in an international journal of fisheries and aquatic studies. So, I really appreciate the efforts done by Anne in this regard. So, fish fungus is one of the main concerns of people who culture fishes in hatcheries and aquariums, as they adversely affect fishes leading to its death. Chemical formulations are used to treat fungus growing on fishes, but not all fishes can be cured with the chemical formulations, and the effect of these chemicals may be shown when human consumes those fishes. Hence, it is always better to go for medicine from natural sources to treat these kind of diseases. When keeping this in mind, in this study, we have isolated fish fungus by culturing infected parts of the fishes, and the fishes taken for the studies were Caraceus auratus and Cyprinus carpio, and the fungus was grown on potato dextrose agar. Once we obtained white, spongy, and gray colonies were observed, the genomic DNA was isolated, and ITS primers were amplified. They were further characterized using Sanger sequencing method to characterize its taxonomic nature of fungus and its growth properties. So with this, we were able to find out that the funguses which were infecting the fishes were Aspergillus fumigatus and Saprolegnia parasitica. So these were identified and characterized through bioinformatics tools. So further, to overcome the growth of these fungus, instead of using the synthetic chemicals, we thought of using few herbal extracts, so that it will not be having any side effects in case of cultured fishes which will be used for consumption purposes. So see, these are the fishes which we were taken for the study, and this is how we could see the fungal growth, and further the funguses were identified using Sanger sequencing methods. And further we took 6 plants which are already reported for its antimicrobial activities. So it is always recommended to use these herbal formulations to treat the fungal infections instead of using chemical formulations, as we all know that these shows adverse side effects. So these are the plants which are well known for used for antimicrobial purposes, and in the same way, in our studies also, the formulation has showed a better results in curing the fungus. As we tested the individual plants, it showed moderate antifungal activity, but the chances of showing more effect if they are clubbed together. So in general, what we are going to conclude is, our study suggests that natural products derived from some medicinal plants have the potential to be used as medicine for fish infections. Further, research should be planned to try using a combination of extracts so as to prevent fish from fungal infections, and it is always good to use natural medicines over harmful chemicals. I really congratulate Anne for her dedication and interest towards finishing this project, as well as publishing the outcome and also recording it in the form of video. So this way, I encourage more and more students to approach BioEdge Solutions to carry out their dream project and fulfill your dreams. Thanks for watching.